In our previous video, we arrived in Weston Pass campground in the Buffalo Peaks Wilderness, elevation 10,300 feet. We had traveled from New Hampshire via the New England and Mid-Atlantic Backcountry Discovery Routes down to Tennessee, and then took the Transamerica Trail west through Arkansas and Oklahoma into Colorado, and met up with the Colorado Backcountry Discovery Route and took that north from Buenos Vista. Just woke up, it's the 4th of July. It's freezing out last night. I have a 30-degree bag. 33. Chilly. Good man. Holy chilly. Well, we did it. Weston Pass, 11921. So I'd met this guy, he had just moved to the area and he ended up blowing a tire on the way down the mountain, so I helped him fix the tire and put his spare on. So Leadville, Colorado, it's actually the highest incorporated city in the country. It's over 10,300 feet. There's two other towns that have a higher elevation, but I think they have less than 400 people. At one point, it was the second most populated city in Colorado. It had about 15,000 people in the 1880s. That was after the Colorado Gold Rush, which was approximately 10 years after the California Gold Rush. That's how it used to be done right here. Go cross country with one of these. You don't even gotta check the tire pressure, you just go. So this was called the brass board, and the miners would take their brass off and put it in their pocket, and if there was ever a cave-in, they'd be able to tell who was still trapped in the mine. This guy's on a scooter. That's one way to do it. Living the dream. Rocky. You good there?
Yeah. No, my wife got me stuck here, so I'm trying to figure out how to go back down.
So this is a perfect example of why you just keep the camera rolling sometimes when you're in trouble, because I ended up shutting the camera off once I stopped, and then I ended up dropping the bike. And on Hagerman Pass, the seat was facing down the hill. I was really struggling to get it back up, and then somebody came down a hill on a side-by-side and helped me get it back up and turned around, invited me back down to the house for beers and pulled pork and fireworks, and let me use his garage to change the oil. I didn't end up changing the oil because he didn't have the oil that I use, but just super nice guy, nice people. So hi Norm, if you're watching this video, thank you. So this right here is the tallest peak in Colorado, Mount Albert. This is just a good example of what a paved mountain pass in Colorado looks like versus a few of the previous passes, which are dirt and a lot less populated at the top. Alright, we've got our oil parts, but it's 2 weeks out before they can do an oil change, so we're gonna have to figure something out here. It's a good shady spot. It's good a place as any here. I didn't realize this, but I actually had to take I-70 back east from Glenwood Springs back over to Dotsero, Colorado, because there's no secondary road. The only way to get that way is to take I-70. And once I got to Dotsero, I continued north along the Colorado Backcountry Discovery Route, and this section was along the Colorado River northbound. Yeah, so today got the oil changed, and now I'm heading up to Rocky Mountain National Park. I started in Glenwood Springs after my oil change and ran the Colorado River up. There was a section on I-70 I had to basically run the highway. I didn't see a road that went through that section east of Glenwood Springs. It looked like it was either I-70 or the railroad, or maybe a bike path, but I couldn't go on the bike path, so I just ran the highway for like 15 or 20 miles. But all of a sudden this road just kind of turned to dirt, which is pretty cool. And I stopped here because there was a couple of, I think they're just mountain goats, I don't know what they are, but I got them on the GoPro and they ran up into the hills. So yeah, keep going on. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we continue northeast to Rocky Mountain National Park, and then we travel to Denver International Airport, where we pick up a special guest who travels with us to the Four Corners and then into Utah.